Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. You may be aware that Sandy Ryan defended her title, WBO welterweight title, against Mikaela Mayer in New York on Saturday, and she lost majority decision. And I thought the result was fair. I thought Mayer edged it, won by a couple of points. I think she gave a good account of herself. Landed some good punches, some good individual punches, but I felt Mayer outworked her and actually probably used more of her skills than Sandy did of hers, of her own. But the fight was overshadowed by an incident as Sandy was leaving the hotel. Someone threw a tin of red paint all over her. And this is obviously a gutless shit cunt thing to do. And Mayer was asked about it afterwards and said, obviously that's going too far, to put it mildly. There's no love lost between her and Sandy Ryan. But she sort of rather sort of lightly said, yes, that's a bad thing to do. If she does have anything to do with it, if she does, she says she doesn't, and I'll believe her until otherwise proven. But if I'm wrong and she does have something to do with it, then she's a cunt of the worst kind. As are her team, her gutless, cowardly team, full of cowardice, full of, probably men who are only male by their definition of the species, not by the literal meaning of the word. But for the time being, let's not cast aspersions. She says she was innocent, she knew nothing about it. And, we'll go along with that. But Sandy's not convinced. Sandy says, no, she's got to be careful because, of course, you can get sued. But she did release a statement that was quite telling. I'm going to read it to you. It says, the NYPD, New York Police Department, in case you don't know, have confirmed that they are investigating a number of incidents, including the paint attack that occurred throughout the day of my fight in New York last Friday. Excuse me, this was on Friday, not Saturday. I think I said Saturday, it was Friday. Due to the nature of these incidents and additional threatening anonymous messages sent to members of my team, I was advised to leave New York for my own safety as early as possible, and I am now back in the UK. Obviously, the paint attack has received a lot of coverage, but I was also subjected to a disgusting and pathetic smear campaign on fight day, where hundreds of leaflets featuring my image and defamatory text were distributed and posted on the streets surrounding my hotel and Madison Square Garden, both before and after the fight. I think everyone can draw their own conclusions on who could possibly have benefited from these incidents. They were clearly premeditated and based on the CCTV footage available. There were multiple people involved in carrying them out. My opponent likes to paint herself, no pun intended, as a role model for young boxers. So I would have thought she and her team would have put out their own definitive statement since the fight to distance themselves from these incidents. However, as of yet, she has had very little to say on it, which is ironic given how much talking she did about me in the build-up to the fight. As for me, I was never going to pull out of the fight. I've too much pride and I've worked too hard to let incidents as pathetic as these force me out of a fight, especially when that fight gave me the opportunity to fulfill a dream of headlining a card at Madison Square Garden live on ESPN. I felt the fight itself was close, but I thought I did enough to retain my title. ESPN had me winning by 2 rounds, and I know many other respected boxing observers also had me winning the fight. In light of everything that's happened, I believe that an immediate rematch should be ordered. I have dedicated my life to this sport, and I'm very grateful for the opportunities it's given me. Boxing deserves so much more than this kind of thuggery. I can guarantee that this will not break me and makes me more determined than ever to leave my mark in this sport over the years to come. Finally, I want to thank everyone who has offered their support since the fight, and to the many great people and boxing fans I met in New York last week. I received nothing but love from them, and I hope to return to headline again at Madison Square Garden in the future. That's signed Sandy. Okay, I think the core of that is that an immediate rematch should take place. because there are extenuating circumstances to this, and I think the WBO, if they have any integrity, don't hold your breath, they should say to Mikaela Mayer, right, we want an immediate rematch. Something's gone on here, something that's not right, not just, not moral, and you can have it in America, you can have it in Britain, you can have it wherever you like. I don't think Sandy Ryan will have a problem with going back to America, but you need to defend that title against Sandy Ryan, and I think this is unfinished business. Now, whether Mayer will do that or not, I don't know. I mean, Mikaela Mayer, as Sandy said, she does try to project a positive image. I've never met the lady. She might be a thoroughly decent person, or she might be, as I mentioned before, an absolute cunt. Because only a cunt would do this to another fighter, would show this level of gutlessness. And I don't think, I'm 99% certain that Mikaela Mayer wouldn't do this. Obviously, you never know fully. But whoever did this, if she knew about it, or if they were people in her crew or people who knew members of her crew did this, I'm glad this is being investigated by the police, because these people need to be tried, and to be honest with you, they need to be sent to prison, preferably sharing a cell with a tutu-wearing Mr. Big, who hasn't had it in months. This is the worst type of cowardice. I find it absolutely repulsive. I'm someone who's got nothing but respect for boxers. They get in the ring, they give us everything, they do things that mere mortals like myself can't do, whether they're male or female, don't make no difference to me. But to do this to someone, to a champion who's come to that country to defend her title against one of your compatriots, to do that is just the lowest of the low. So yeah, whoever did it, fuck them. All right, and big up Sandy Ryan for going through with the fight. She could have said, "The hell with that! I'm not doing this. This is, But the WBO need to act. They need to order an immediate rematch. Okay, just my thoughts. That's the statement. What do you think of it? Leave your comments below, and I'm eager to read what you've got to say on the matter. Subscribe to the channel if you don't. Hit the like button if you could do that. That'd be a big help for Joe Stunner Boxing. And yeah, enjoy your day. It's absolutely pissing down in the UK today. Absolutely torrential rain. I've had a nightmare of a day. I'm just going to look for a bit of sympathy here, because I was out earlier. I work with vulnerable adults. I was down the DWP with a young man, and suddenly I got a trapped nerve in my back, so I've had to come home sick. Painful as fuck it is. I've had one before, and oh my god. But I managed to get through the rain home in absolute agony, and now I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to have not just an early night, but an early afternoon. So if you're having a bad day, it could be worse. It could be worse. Mind you, it could be worse than mine, of course. Anyway, much love to all of you. Looking forward to what you got to say. Thanks for your time, and I'll get you later. Bye for now.